Hi everyone, it's Jo. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here with you today to give you your June 2025 tarot forecast. I'm very excited to be reading for you today. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. Every month I do a tarot forecast for us today, and also on my substack I do like a recap of what we do over here. So if you ever want something very quick, something easy to go look at, just to remind you what we talk about here, then go over to my substack and go ahead and subscribe to that, because that is where you can get just very concise information about what we talk about here, so you don't have to watch the hour-long video. But today we have a clear quartz, a rose quartz, and a smoky quartz. And as you all know, you guys can feel out the vibe, pick whichever deck resonates with you, and we're going to go in and do our collective reading first. But the tarot deck that I'm using is the Phantom Wise tarot deck, and I'm going to be pulling from the Divine Feminine Oracle book. Oracle deck, excuse me. But yeah, let's see what our collective reading is while you guys feel it out, feel out the spread, and pick which one resonates with you the most. Let's see, what do we need to hear for June 2025, excuse me. You know, this year, you know, what do we need to hear? What's the vibe? What's it looking like? Any advice that needs to be given? Let's see, to all of us. Let's see what comes out. Nothing's coming out, guys. It usually doesn't take, oh, there we go. I'm like, what's going on? Usually it doesn't take this long. And then now we have Xiao Zhuanjing, I think, or Xuanzing, the Mystic of Peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. You know, I really do love this. I feel like everyone at this very moment in time should be prioritizing their peace and protecting their peace. It can get a little bit hazy if, you know, you let things throughout your life just come up and it's one on top of the other. The tension and the stress that causes can definitely cloud your vision, cloud your mind, cloud your intuition, so that you aren't as clear-headed as you should be if you're making a certain decision revolving around your life, or really just living throughout your life in general, living your day-to-day. So bringing more peace into your life, obviously that's going to help you feel better within your daily life, but also, you know, if you are having sort of a mental health thing or something like that, bringing more peace in your life can help you kind of feel stable. But as well, on top of that, not even getting to mental health, having more peace in your life will give you a sense of security. It will give you, again, a sense of stability, but not even just you know, not mentally stable, but stable at it just in general. And peace allows you to move with love, allows you to move with precision, allows you to move from your passion, which helps you live your dream life. So the more peace that you cultivate within your life, the more you are at peace within your inner self, the more your outer world would show that peace. So try to find more peace in your life, and also try to protect your peace at the same time. If you are having some sort of conflict that you just it just keeps going back to it, going back to it, and going back to it, Are you putting yourself in that situation because you need to get through it? Or are you putting yourself into that situation because you're sort of like seeking a conflict? You're sort of like, even if it's unintentional, you know, you're sort of just like calling that in. You want to fight, you want to be angered, you want to feel that fury. Is that the best decision for you where you are right now and also where you want to be? That's the question that you need to ask yourself this month. So let's just get into it. I'm going to start with the clear quartz group first. And yeah, we'll get to the rest later. As you all know, or some of you don't if you're new here, timestamps will be down in the description. If you want to skip over, if you're nosy like me, then you can just watch all the way through and see what everybody else gets along with your deck as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And we're just going to start with the clear quartz group first. Clear quartz group, welcome to your reading for June 2025. It's not January anymore. I don't know where that came from. Let's see what we got the Couple of Swords. That's interesting. Hierophant and Ace of Pentacles. Oh, so you mean business. Dead ass. This is so fun, honestly, the way that this is working right now. You mean business. You have a plan in mind. You're like actually fulfilling the plan, but you're not compromising your morals. In fact, you are actually being a student of your religion, your spirituality, whatever. You're learning more so that you can progress, and that is giving you success. And we love to see it. We honestly do. Guys, this is beautiful energy. I want you to know. We're starting off with the King of Swords, and the fact that we have the Queen here too just means that you are absolutely ready and able to achieve literally anything you want, and the Hierophant here is here too. We've gotten the Hierophant a lot recently in our reads, so this is very interesting that this keeps popping up. But we're going to start with the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is high energy, high intellect, high stability if we are gonna take it there. But you're also like, you have like a very sharp sword, so you're very prepared for literally anything that's going to go down. But it's like you're in this like headsy space where it's like you're very knowledgeable about what's happening. But not only that, also we have a raven here, and that symbolizes wisdom. Actually, fun fact, I'm painting a raven right now, so you know, we love to see it. We love to see the symbolisms. You know, we love to see the synchronicities anyway. So yes, wisdom, rebirth, death is around you or whatever, but it's not necessarily death in like the bad way. Sometimes death just means like going deeper, having like a deeper understanding. Sometimes it even means, and we're gonna take it there, we are gonna take it there, and this is where the Queen of Swords kind of like comes up. We have sometimes death means like being reborn again, and I don't mean that in the sense of like, oh, rebirth, whatever, like, you know, I'm just like rebranding or whatever. No, like I mean you're like literally taking a trip through the underworld and coming back out unscathed, and you are like actually a new person. You have new abilities, because sometimes, a lot of the times when people make that journey through the underworld, they come out as godlike, whatever. You're embracing your divinity, you're embracing yourself, you're embracing the part of you that is God, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not like rebirth, oh, I'm just like a new person now, or like I'm a better human being. It's like, no, I'm rebirthing into the version of God that I am. And this is where the Queen of Swords comes in. She, oh, my Lanta, she is a beautiful representation of what it means to have foresight, to be able to take an original idea and make it just completely, you know, like burst into the future. Literally having like, what is it called? Like literally like having thoughts and actions and behaviors, doing things that are before their time. That's the Queen of Swords. So she has foresight. She has the ability to look into the future and do things before they're even thought of from anyone else. This is original thought that we're having here. This is the creation era that we're talking about. Like when we say I think therefore I am, that's Queen of Swords energy right here. So you are having this high thought, high intellect moment, and also you're having this rebirth going into the underworld, coming back out and embracing your newfound divinity. And this is where the Queen of Swords comes in. This is you acting in your divinity. I don't know why I keep saying divinity because I'm diving in whatever. Yes, so your newfound divinity, your deification, if you will. And so you being, and this is like something that I feel like a lot of people forget with the swords, is that it's not just all mental, it's definitely spiritual too, because we have the air element here. So it's no surprise that the Hierophant is next after we get our blessing, our deification. After we get our deification, because the Hierophant is all about being a student and all about going into your spiritual beliefs and everything like that. And it's like you are embracing the knowledge that you gained, of course, but you're also taking on still the role of the student, because you also, like, although you are like deified at this very moment, although you like are, you know, communing with the God within you, you are not God in totality. So this Hierophant is like allowing you to remember what it feels like to be God and tap into that creation energy. And also, you know, helping you throughout this time to just like get together morally, spiritually, and all of that goodness, because you already have like the intellect to do these things. So this King of Swords and this Queen of Swords are helping you to fulfill, you know, whatever plan that you have set in motion. But it's like not just, you know, you have like all the knowledge that you need, you're also continuing your learning, and you're also just being guided by the divine in order to do so. And this Ace of Pentacles, it is like the perfect way to end. We have all this high energy, and it's like, and then we have the mustard seed. And a lot of people, you know, that a lot of people feel as though like sometimes, you know, yeah, I want to move a mountain, but like, you know, you need to be the mustard seed. A lot of people take this as like, this analogy as like you know, the mountain is all high and mighty and whatever, but like the mustard seed, it's like, I know, I'm taking forever to get there. Let me bring this back. The mustard seed is a symbol that you are honing your power so much. You are doing literally everything that you need to do. You have mastered your craft to the point where you don't even need to expend as much energy as you are doing, you know, as you are used to, as other people might have to do to get where you need to be. And so when you're playing this seed, which is the Ace of Pentacles, also, you know, you're gonna have financial abundance too. It's just like, you know, the start of new financial beginnings or whatever, but it's because you did all this planning or whatever. Anyway, but because when you plant this seed, you are going to have, again, all this still energy. It's literally still energy, because you don't need to expend so much to be able to do, you know, whatever that you want to do, call in whatever you want to call in. You've already got it at this point. All you need to do is ask for it and it's there. And this is the state of manifestation, where like if you just even think about it, if you already declare that you have it just even one time, you've got it. And this is where we're all trying to get to, and you are there. So this is what your June 2025 is telling you, is just to keep being a student, embrace your divinity and allow that mustard seed within you to grow and to spark something new. You're also gaining new resources in order to fulfill your plan, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing as well, because now you're even more prepared. Not only do you have like the intellect, the ability to be able to actually like make a plan that's going to work, you also have now the resources to be able to do it. So you have the plan and the resources. What else do you need at this point in time? You have the guidance, spiritual guidance, and possibly even like physical guidance as well. Like maybe you have like a mentor or something like that. You have the guidance necessary in order to be fulfilled. And this is where you know, this life is taking you, and you have now resources as well. And so we are feeling, and like this card said, I am peace. You really are peace at this point in time. You have like I said, everything is giving still. Everything is stillness. So embrace the stillness, embrace the peace, because the more that you're at peace, again, the more clarity that comes to you. And the more that you can continue to fulfill your plan and your soul's mission. So we're going to pull an oracle card for you. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Let's see. What else is there? I think my deck is upside down. Anyway. Saint Lady Bridget. We love her. We love her. Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Literally. I can't even. This is so good. This is so great. So I can't even begin, because this has like so many religious implications, like being reborn again, like Jesus coming up, and being like literally the Son of God, because he you know, like the rebirth symbolism of that. Anyway, whatever. Becoming the actual literal Son of God, because you know the body at that point is now lost. It's gone, and it's just like a spiritual sense at that point. But my soul is all I need, because literally you came through, you are now deified, and now you're focusing more on the spiritual instead of the intellectual, because you have all the knowledge that you need, but you also have the foresight in order to complete the plan, because you're being like spiritually activated at this point. You've gotten literally any sort of wisdom that you need, and you're listening to that, but also you're like, okay, now it's time for me to listen to my intuition as well. It's time for me to listen to my spiritual guides. And like I said, the mustard seed, y'all aren't hearing me today. Oh my gosh, the mustard seed, and I'm probably not explaining this in the best way that I possibly can, but the mustard seed is literally your soul. Your soul doesn't need a lot in order for it to prosper, in a sense, in order for it to complete an action that you're calling on it to do. Excuse me, it took me forever to get through that. But when you use your soul, when you are being soul-led, you don't need shit else at this point in time, because your soul knows the way. And so your soul being all that you need, because you know that in the very end, there is no end. If that makes sense. I know that doesn't make sense, but because you know at the very end, everything's going to work out for you, and that at the very end you're going to be living and like doing, at least in this sort of situation, at the very end of it all, it's going to be like phenomenal and exactly what you are asking for. It's because you're being led by your soul and your intellect, and you're not like, you're listening to yourself, and you're not letting anyone else like come in and steer you away from your goals. And this is a beautiful thing. I also want to keep in like, I want to say this as well. Keep in mind that your stillness, again, your peace is your priority here, because the more that you can focus on the light, the more that you can bring happiness and bliss into your life, the more that you're able to build up this energy so that this mustard seed can start germinating and root itself and grow. So again, focusing more energy on the soul, on matters of the soul, is how you're going to really take hold of this Ace of Pentacles, really just like use it to the best of your abilities and benefit from it most. So yeah, that is your reading for June 2025. I love this, and I hope that it's a blessed June for you. I know that it is, but I hope it's even better than what I'm saying to you, and I hope that you get everything that you desire and everything that you want, and I hope that you learn great things, because it obviously seems like you are. And we're going to move on to the next group. But before we do that, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And if you want a reading from me, you can book one with the link in the description. So yeah, thank you so much. Rose Quartz group, welcome to your reading for June 2025. And I'm so excited to be with you today. And let you in on this message. Let's see what we have for you today. Oh, interesting. This energy is like a little bit all over the place, but it's giving like you're preparing for greater things. It's like literally like you're giving rest because you know like you need to fulfill some other things in your life. It's giving preparation, and I can't even like express that enough. I want you to know that now is literally the time for you to start thinking about what you want in this life, out of this life in general, because right now it looks like you're thinking about what you want in this life. The Three of Pentacles is all about craftsmanship and looking at the details, and being just really like, focused on what matters to you. And like what you think is like going to produce like good work, if that makes sense. Like, what do you want specifically to shine through in your life? And so this Three of Pentacles is like saying that you are like getting down to the nitty-gritty of what you actually want. And three is manifestation. You have the four here next. We're gonna get into that, but we see that you are like thinking about every detail. You're leaving no stone unturned when it comes to this thing that you're trying to get. So this first week of June is going to be definitely for you to like really focus on details, the minute details, like literally everything you can think of what's like what it is that you're trying to call in. And then we have the Four of Swords here, because this is going to be what you manifest. We have this Four of Swords here, which means that you've thought about it, you're still thinking about it, but more in a way to where you're just like meditating on it, sort of like resting, so that you can fulfill what's coming. But we see that this Four of Swords is like you just like taking the moment to breathe and like contemplate on your plan, what you want, but also where you are right now. It could be the moment for you to just rest and take the time to look around at what your life currently looks like and like be familiar with the space enough to appreciate where you are and being in the present moment, which is your life currently, so that when you fulfill, you know, your plan. You have fond memories. You took the time to be mindful about where you are in this stage, so that when you get to the next stage, you are more aware. And it also will help you with any sort of like problems that you have in the future, because you're more mindful of how this stage of your life was presented to you. Yes, but this Four of Swords also implies like a resting period, because you're gathering more strength, more energy, so that you can fulfill this plan. Like you're actively in creation mode, and you're stopping just briefly so that you can you know, gain more energy in order to create something magnificent, something further down the line. This King of Pentacles here is all about you know, that ambition, that drive to do things, but it's not just like recklessly doing it. This King of Pentacles knows the way that the world works, as we can see. This King of Pentacles is actively like very methodic, and in his ambition knows exactly what needs to be done in order to get the right outcome. Think of the King of Pentacles in this sense as like a general. So this general is actively creating plans with the war or whatever. It's not like whatever's happening is going to be a war, but it's like this general is actively creating plans so that the knight, which is right here, the soldiers beneath the general, that the general is responsible for, have an idea of what to execute. So this is where this Knight of Swords comes in. You are like speaking to yourself and like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and your active self is sort of like coming in, swooping in, and like is very analytical about the way that they move. Like, is this going to benefit me? Is this going to give me, you know, where I need to be? But you're like, basically this whole like King of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles and Knight of Swords is like they're coming together in an ambitiously like methodical way, to where you're able to like go out and do whatever you need to do. Like, it's like you're stoic but you're also like, you have enough energy to where like you're able to like pinpoint exactly what you need to do and not do anything more, not do anything less at this point. So you are getting like great results towards the end. So you're just like making like something that you want, you know, creating the plan for it, like getting down to the details. And then this Four of Swords is like, okay, I'm getting my energy back so that I can basically go out and fight for what I want. But this is where this peace comes in. My mind is clear and the way is clear. Sorry, when my mind is clear, the way is clear. This is exactly why during the second week of June, give or take a couple days, you're going to need to take that time to rest so that you can know how the world works in your favor in order to take action to get what you want. And that's really all that there is to it. It's just literally like creating a plan, having a rest period, and then going to war. So yeah, let's see what else there is for you. What other message do you need to hear? I guess it's this one. My deck is so upside down. Anyway, Yesha Sogyal, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Whew, yeah. The Lotus Born is so crazy. Anyway, guys, this is so great. a lot of rebirth energy is being made like within the last deck, and apparently here too. It's like everyone is on the same mission, but in like different ways. And when I get through the smoky quartz, I bet it's going to be the same thing too. Anyway, embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. It's like we get to this King of Pentacles here, and it's like, and I can't even, when I say like you guys are on the same, everyone is on the same wavelength. Whoever's watching this video, whoever's like reading the substack is on the same wavelength. It's quite crazy, literally, because this King of Pentacles can also mean, because you know the way the world works, you're in like one with the divine, and you're like literally in co-creation with the divine at this point. And so literally you are doing everything that you say that you're going to do. You're fulfilling everything that you say you're going to do. You're going out and getting it because it's already yours, because you made it so, because you are in co-creation. And that's why I say this Lotus Born is crazy, because we have like, okay, this is who I need to be. This is what I like need to have, what I need to get in order to do it. So you're going into this rest period, literally a symbol of death as well. And you're coming out as the King of Pentacles. Are you fucking for real? I don't mean to curse at you, but it's just like, it's kind of mind-blowing how like there's just so much going on here. That's like giving like underworld trespassing. Sorry, not trespassing. Passage, period. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. But yeah, like it's like my body was made for enlightenment. Like, of course it was made for enlightenment. It's like you are at this point in time deified again, as we've seen in the last group. I'm pointing to the clear quartz group over here if you can't tell off camera. And it's like you're seeking yourself through your action. You're seeking what you want, what you're like gravitating towards through your action, because it's already yours. You know that it's already yours. So when we have like this go-getter attitude, it's because it's like literally waiting for you to come pick it up. And it's like crazy. But yeah, this enlightenment is literally you like having like an enlightenment type thing. This is your journey to enlightenment. And because it's like my body, we have the King of Pentacles here, which is like earthy material, which is obviously going to mean the body. Duh. And you're using your body to go get what you want. Like, this is like physical like movement. Also with the Nine of Swords, although it is physical movement, we have like your plan is in place. Again, we have the Nine of Swords. So whatever you learned during this period, during your journey through the underworld, and you coming back out, being a literal like deity, being your version of God, like you're taking that with you. You're unstoppable. As soon as you get going, you're unstoppable. So I want to stress, take this period, take the 1st of June so serious, because once you get going, you're gone. So whatever you want to fight for, whenever you want to go get, wherever your ambitions lie, make sure that it's in alignment with your soul's purpose. Make sure it's in alignment with your soul's mission, and in general, what you want out of this life as well. And yeah, that is your reading for June 2025. I'm so honored to be able to give that reading to you. But yeah, let's go to the next group. But before that, make sure to book a reading with me with the link in the description if you want a more in-depth reading. And yeah, just like and subscribe to this video as well. So thank you so much. Smoky Quartz group, welcome to your reading for June 2025. I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you, and I hope that my theory is correct, because everyone has been following a trend. They've been following a trend, and I want to see if it's similar. Let's see. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? This is Guys, what's going on? Why are we all being deified during this month? Why is June the month of deification? Like, what's going on? When I say that you are an alchemist at this very moment, and don't be scared of these two, don't be scared because it's literally crazy. The way that you are using alchemy to your advantage right now, you are literally moving from alchemist to magician / alchemist to sorcerer / witch. And when I say that, like, alchemy, like, there's a difference, and I'm going to get into that difference, but you are also being deified. And I don't know, like, this is definitely a different track. It's literally showing you during, like, your period. So you've already done what you need to do to be, like, you know, to gain access into the underworld and come out on top and be deified. But we're not quite there yet. There's more to your story, but we'll get to that. So this Eight of Pentacles is like you, again, Eight of Pentacles is like craftsmanship, being like working on your craft, honing your craft, working on your skill set, paying attention to the details as she's literally doing right now. And, you know, just like really focusing on what matters to you, but also like putting in the hard work and dedication that needs to take place in order for your vision to be fulfilled. And we see that we get from 8 to 10, and we see that you are actively working hard, almost to the point where it's like too much hard work and you're like, I can't go on anymore. Like, you're just like trekking through the mud, but you're continuously working on this thing that you want to, you know, to fulfill, because it's like we see that you are dedicated. It's literally like something that you are so like devoted to that you have no choice but to get through whatever hard part this is in order to, you know, proceed. And so this 10 of Wands, though it's not ideal, it's not the ideal place, you know, being in a sense of struggle to get where you want, it is actively moving you there. And for here, I'm going to I'm going to recommend that you pay attention to your peace, because while you are struggling in this sense, keep in mind your goal. Your end goal will always be what's gonna bring you peace of mind. So pay attention to that, because it's very easy to like get all wound up and be like, shit, what am I doing this for anyway? Like, all this stuff is going on in my life and blah blah blah. You can easily call in like negative energy and more negative thoughts right here. So keep in mind your end goal and always like breathe more life into yourself, especially during the second week of June. So this third week though, you are still like doing your hard work, but at this point in time you're a little bit like less so. You're more in like a rest period of your work, like you're taking like your 15-minute break from your 9 to 5. And so you're like, you know, it's almost that time, but like you're still like motivated to continue. So this 9 of Wands is literally like you almost being there. It's like we're almost there, like keep going, and you're just like taking a little break, but the work's not done, and you know the work's not done, and you're still continuing to do the work. It's just this is the moment where like it slows down a little bit and you get a little bit of rest while still doing, like you're getting active rest is what we're saying. But this Ace of Wands here, this Ace of Wands is where you receive your magic wand. And I'm going to go back and I said this is alchemy. You are actively turning an idea. Ooh, someone's car's going off. Like I said, this 8 of Pentacles is like showing you doing the, like literally working on what you want to create at this point. So while you're doing that, you are using whatever energy that you have during this time in order to complete your thing. but your goal, excuse me. Thing is not an acceptable way to describe that. To complete your goal. So you're working with the energy and turning it into something new, and that is alchemy. Literally going from one thing to another, transmutation, transformation, that is alchemy. So that's exactly what you're doing. You're using your struggle even, and turning that into, it could be your dream life, literally just a goal that you're trying to achieve, whatever the thing that you're wanting, like it could be that is like helping you manifest or whatever. But you're doing all the work, and that work is you like actively alchemizing. So this ace of wands, not pentacles, excuse me, is you accepting the magic wand at this point, because you've done the alchemy. You've taken the place, you're like, okay, now I'm at a spot where I don't need to, you know, use this energy anymore. I don't need to build the energy. I have manifested this thing. And yes, Ace of Wands is a sense of manifestation. So at the end of June, you're going to get whatever you want. And if not so, then the means to do it, or the means to fulfill it. So this Ace of Wands is not only you accepting that thing, but also you expecting an easier way to fulfill your dreams. And so you're taking the wand at this point, and you're like accepting your truth, accepting yourself as a deity, in the sense that like, okay, now that I've gotten like out of like earthly matters of like, you know, getting to what I want, like you're still diving into like the spiritual aspect of all these things, and you're working with passion, and that passion is like supplying your energy for you to actually like work with your hands and get what you want. But there, you know that there's easier ways to do that, but you had to do that. I'm not discounting what you've done, like, you know, this month, and probably before, but you're like, okay, now I don't need to work as hard in order to get what I want. And this is where you receive the Ace of Wands. It's not only that you have been deified, you have been initiated. And I love when the Ace of Wands pops up, because you're always getting initiated into something with the Ace of Wands, is what I find. You are like being initiated into something. Oops, sorry. What I know, like, no, I don't know the specifics, but if you want specifics, I can do a personal reading for you if that's, you know, something that you want. Just book with the link in the description. But you're being initiated into something far greater than what it is that you've already been doing, what it is that you already know. And that is going to be a tool to help you manifest more quickly. You're going to be living a life full of passion and abundance as well. Like, just think that like everything that you could want in this lifetime could be yours. That's this Ace of Wands. That's the potential that you are being initiated into. Not like, oh, I just have to work for everything. I'm the one that has to like actively like transform my life, but also like, you know, not only like transform my life, but transform the things around me to where like, you know, it's like favored in the outcome is in my favor. But this Ace of Wands is like allowing you to actually now co-create. So you're moving from alchemy to witch/magician, so that you are able to co-create with the universe and not expend so much energy in this realm. So that's what this spread is giving, and that's amazing. It's gonna be hard work, but it's honest. And it's also gonna work out for you. So let's see what other message you need to hear. Let's see. For June 2025, let's see what other message you need to hear. I'm shuffling, I promise. Alright, let's see what we got. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. What did I tell you? What the... Anyway, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Literally what I just said. But also, Anyway, so with this 10 of Wands, like I said, your piece is going to be what you need in order to keep going. Like, it's going to be your motivation. So Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary, is telling you that you need to go within in order to pull that motivation out. You're doing this for you, quite obviously, because this is the crafter, this is the artist. The artist creates because the artist has to create. You are creating because it's something that you need to do, and you know that, so that fulfillment on the end, I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit too aggressive, but that fulfillment on the end is getting you where you need to be, and that's your, like, you are like feeling it. The more that you work hard, the more that you work towards your goal, the more motivated you are, because you're seeing it, you're seeing it, you're seeing it, and finally you get to grasp it. Finally, it's in your hand, and you don't have to work as hard as anymore. You can take a break, and you are like, you're finally at this very moment in time looking at your manifestation, looking at you know, your art, what you worked so hard to literally bring to life. From you, literally your core. Love it. Anyway, and that's your motivation. You literally feeling your creation being like brought to life is what keeps you motivated. So anyway, no matter where I am home. Although you might be struggling, although it might hurt, although it might feel as though, you know, it's too much, it's too hard, you know, I'm getting hurt during this, and whatever. You are still in a sacred space. You are still finding peace, because the end product, literally you, and I'm not saying the end product is you, but it is you, it's a piece of you, it's coming out. So when I say that, look towards your peace, look towards, you know, why you're working for this, like working to do this in general, look towards the end goal. This is what I'm talking about. And we love Hestia, you know, she's, you know, we love her. But, actually there's no but to that. So, you know, yeah, like, it's gonna be hard work, but also it's hard work with a cause. And always remember the cause. So, yeah, that is your message for the day, for the month. And yeah, I'm literally so honored to be able to do this for you. Like, thank you so much for clicking on this video, because I love reading tarot and I love fulfilling like messages like this. So thank you so much for allowing me to read to you, and we're gonna move on to the next group. Sorry, the outro, not the next group. So that was your reading for June 2025. All of you are literally doing the most like this is like the most beautiful transformation that you can ever like fulfill in your life. You're literally like tapping into the god/goddess within you, and it's gonna be a wonderful ride, and I want you to know that. What's coming up next for you is so entirely beautiful. I hope that you are mindful of the space that you are in, the time that you are in during this month, and I hope that you embrace it, and I hope that you're like filled with gratitude, because this is a beautiful space for you guys to exist in this moment. So yeah, I'm so happy to be able to deliver this for you guys, this message for you guys. So thank you all for choosing me to read for you. And again, if you want a more in-depth reading, book a reading with me with the link in my description. And yeah, and if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to me as well, because you know, I'm trying to reach a goal here. So please subscribe to me. It'd be the best thing in the world that you could do right now for me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye.